advantages and disadvantages of optical communication system. What are benefits of optical communication over conventional copper wire communication system? And if we are replacing the copper wire communication system by optical communication system, what are the challenges? What are the drawbacks associated that we'll also discuss in this lecture. So as we know that in optical communication system, there is a data source. We have studied in previous lecture. There is a data source. There is optical transmitter, optical channel, and receiver. The data source will be there, which will generate the signal in the form of light. The original signal, that may be our voice, message, speech, video, whatever, that will be converted into the form of light signal. And that light signal will be transmitted by the transmitter. You can see here one picture where this is an optical cable, where you can see that inside the innermost area is the core. And inside the core, the signal actually travels. Inside the core, the signal travels. And over that, beyond that, there is cladding, which is another material just outside the core area, core material. And after that, coating is there. And after coating, strength material, so that the cables can be strengthened. When we twist it, the glass inside is not broken, and therefore that strength material is there. And finally, the last cover is the shield, which protects the copper against any damage or other outside effect. So optical transmitter and receiver, in this lecture we'll talk about advantages, but before we discuss about advantages, we need to understand these components again, so that we can better understand how the optical communication system is advantageous. So optical receiver receives optical signal, and then it will extract the information from it. Then it will convert into electrical signal, because the optical receiver will receive the signal in the form of light. So it is required to convert into electrical, and then it will be converted as voice, image, data, or other form of signal using appropriate transducer. So this is a basic working principle, rather a block diagram, where the cable structure is also shown, where we can see the core cladding interface, the coating, strength material, and the outer material. So this is the extended diagram, where you can see that electronic input is generated here, is the electronic pulse. So source driver is there, which will associate with the transmitter, which will connect with the transmitter, which includes source, that is laser or LED light emitting diode, which accepts electrical input and generates light output. So you can see here the light output, which is traveling in the form of pulses. This output is traveling in the form of pulses, fiber optic cable, through the wire, through optical cable, through optical wire. And then photo detector is the element which is present in receiver, and from there, as we have explained in the previous slide, it is finally recovered in the form of electronic or electrical output. And then with the help of appropriate transducer, we can convert into the original form of message. So this is an interesting diagram. Below the first one, you can see that how the light is traveling in the form of, the red color pulse you can clearly see. It is passing through each stage, the drive, the source, then cable, then again the drive and the receiver, where the amplifiers, repeaters are there to strengthen the signal. So what we can see is the signal is traveling in the form of pulses. And why the pulses, which are shown in the first diagram, the intensity, you can see amplitude of the pulses, it's getting down, it is reducing. As we have seen also in the previous lecture, that when signal travels through cable, the strength goes down, which again requires to be boosted up, which again requires to be strengthened, that we do with the help of repeaters. So this is why the pulses, the amplitude is getting reduced, decreasing when we are reaching to receiver side. So let us now begin with the advantages. The advantages, the first advantage is the long transmission with energy saving. Electrical waves have same speed generally as optical waves, but due to long transmission path in satellite, the signal reaches slightly slower. With optical communication, we can transmit the signal for long distance and transmit more amount of information to longer distance, and that too large amount, more amount of information can be transmitted in the optical communication. And that too, it doesn't require many repeaters. You can see here, it requires an interval of more than 100 kilometers, that repeater and other devices for signal adjustment. Fewer machines and repeaters will be required. So wherever you install repeaters and other devices, it will again consume, it will again require some energy. So energy saving is also there, and with energy saving, the transmission is taking place at very long distance. And third one, which is also associated, more amount of data as compared to conventional copper wire communication system. The next advantage is large bandwidth and fast communication speed. It becomes slow. There was a reason we studied, that's a different thing. But why do we get better speed? Why? I mean, there is a large bandwidth. Let's understand the bandwidth concept. Electrical communication, it can cause errors in noise, resulting in decreased communication speed. There are noise sources, there are interferences which are not there in optical. Therefore, the signal will not get delayed because of these effects. So it will reach faster. Signal will be transmitted quickly. So that's why we are saying the speed is very good. Optical fiber has high bandwidth, very, very high bandwidth. And what is the benefit of large bandwidth? Large amount of information, large amount of signal can be transmitted over the channel, and that's the advantage of optical communication system. In the previous lecture, we have seen that bandwidth, particularly in digital communication system, is interpreted as the how much data per unit time, how many samples per unit time are transmitted. So when bandwidth is high, it means more number of samples. More number of samples means more amount of data is getting transmitted. So that is the advantage of larger bandwidth, very large amount of bandwidth. So it can accommodate also more number of subscribers. When we use the optical communication, in optical communication multiplexing concept, so it will be implemented very effectively. We'll discuss later in the in other lectures. Next one is cheap and high capacity. The optical communication is cheap. Of course, the jointers, equipments, installation due to the limited use will be costlier. But what is cheap? Long continuous miles of optical fiber can be made cheaper when we implement for continuous miles, long installation. It will be cheaper than equivalent length of copper wire, because the quality of service, the amount of data, the number of subscribers, the number of channels which can be allowed in the optical cable as compared to copper wire will be much larger. So in that context, it will be cheaper. Optical fiber is thinner also. It can be drawn to similar, smaller diameters than copper wire. So a smaller size and lightweight than a comparable copper wire makes it to be useful in different applications like military, airlines, aircraft applications. That's also one of the advantage. So wherever the space is constrained, the optical cables can easily be placed into. Optical fibers are thinner than copper wires. It can be bundled into given diameter cable. This allows more phone lines because the diameter is less, so it can allow more number of phone lines or cables or channels to accommodate inside. So therefore, the capacity is more cheap and the capacity is more. Next advantage, less degradation and long life. What is this? Less degradation. Degradation is less. The loss of signal is degradation. When signal travels from source to destination, the signal degradation takes place. It degrades. Fading takes place. Signal strength is weakened. So signal is less than, that degradation is less than copper wire due to the amount of degradation, the amount of interfering components, the amount of interference is reduced in optical communication system. And therefore, the degradation is less. And of course, if the degradation is less means the quality of the signal which will be delivered will be much better. And therefore, less degradation is the advantageous point. Optical fibers have longer life cycle over 100 years. If there are good quality of optical fiber cables, the lifespan can be up to 100 years. Whereas you cannot use copper wire cables for 100 years. So lifespan is also more in the optical communication system and the implementation. The next advantage, though we have discussed about bandwidth, large potential bandwidth and electrical isolation. Large potential bandwidth and electrical isolation. The potential transmission bandwidth is much larger as compared to metallic cable system. The information carrying capacity, therefore, we have already seen in the previous slide, more is the transmission bandwidth, better will be the signal carrying capacity. So the signal carrying capacity, the information carrying capacity is larger in the optical cable communication system. And a small size and weight is advantageous in various applications like the aircraft, satellites, and even ships. Optical fibers are fabricated from glass, sometimes plastic polymer, are all, because the optical fibers are made up of glasses or plastic polymers. So therefore there is no electrical conductivity is not there. They're all insulators. So the hazards related to the electrical effect, the risk of short circuit, all these are avoided because isolation. To the users, to the expert people who work with the setup, they are also safe as far as the electrical safety is concerned. The next advantage is immunity and low loss. Immunity and low loss. The operation of optical fiber communication is unaffected by transmission through an electrically noisy environment, and therefore it requires no shielding from EMI. Special shields are required in the copper wire usage and the application because it has huge difficulty, huge problem related to electromagnetic interference. In our previous lecture, we have already discussed electromagnetic interference is not there in optical communication system because there is no electrical signal traveling inside the cable. The signal which is traveling inside is the light signal, the optical signal, which will not be affected by electromagnetic interference. So the system is immune to the interferences. It's not affected at all. And the loss, as we have also explained, that the degradation is less. So the fibers are fabricated in such a manner the losses are as low as 0.2 dB per kilometer. You can understand 0.2 decibel per kilometer. So if you lay down a cable till up to 100 kilometer. So if you have a cable of 100 kilometer, the signal which enters, and after 100 kilometer, the signal loss will be 20 dB. It will be only 20 dB. And if it is 10, it will be only 2 dB. So for 100 kilometer installation, 20 dB loss is not that much. So the signal loss for optical communication is much smaller in comparison with copper wire, much larger. This is 0.2, that will be probably 1, 2 or even more than 2. It can happen per kilometer, the loss. What is dB? We already, all of you understand, dB is the unit that is used to express the signal strength. The signal strength, the gain. dB is used to denote all the quantities which do not have any dimension, like power gain, like signal gain, like signal strength. So here it is signal strength, which is denoted, expressed in dB. Next point, the next advantage is reliability and maintenance. Reliability and maintenance. The low loss property of optical fiber, because the loss is low, it reduces the requirement of intermediate repeaters. Intermediate repeaters or amplifiers are required in more numbers in copper wire, whereas here it reduces the number of the requirement of repeaters because the loss is very less. Why do we use more number of repeaters in copper wire, amplifiers in copper wire? Because signal strength goes down, you have to improve the signal strength. But the loss is less here in optical communication system. Therefore, the requirement of such amplifiers and repeaters is reduced. Hence, fewer repeaters will benefit us of greater reliability. Because see, if you have more number of repeaters, more number of devices, more number of amplifiers, so overall system is depending on number of the intermediate devices, and the reliability of entire system will depend on performance of a number of devices, number of repeaters. If some problem is there in any of the device, any of the repeater, reliability will be affected. So in that sense, reliability is much better. High reliability also facilitates reduction of maintenance because expenditure is low. It's very simple thing to understand. If less number of repeaters used, so therefore expenditure is less, and reliability gives benefit. More is the reliability, lesser is the maintenance. Optical fibers have very high tensile strength also. The tensile strength is very high. It may be sent to coil small radii or twisted without damage. Smaller radii, it can be twisted. So ruggedness and flexibility high in cables. Of course, there are some precautions that you have to use in a particular manner, otherwise the glasses can be broken. But all good quality cables, they are so thin that even if you twist to certain value of diameters or radius, it's not going to affect. It's not that risky. So flexibility is there, ruggedness is also there. So that is another advantage. So you can see here that optical cable communication system has all major advantages over copper wire or conventional communication system. We are actually comparing communication system. The major difference lies in conventional we use copper wire, in the optical we use optical cable, which is made up of glasses. So abundant raw materials is another benefit. Abundant, what is the raw material required to manufacture glasses? Is either we use glass or quartz, which is unlimited on earth. The silica is abundant on earth, whereas cable is made up of copper, and the copper is not that much unlimited. So the raw materials which are used to fabricate the cables and wires is the raw materials are abundant in case of optical, whereas in copper wire conventional communication, it's not abundant. So that's also advantages, even though the specific procedure, the fabrication and manufacturing processes are involved. But despite the fact, it's advantageous because there is no scarcity of raw materials. Another advantage is safety. What is that? We have in the previous slide seen that electrical insulation is there. The materials which are used, they are electrical insulator, not conductor. Fiber is non-conducting of electricity. So therefore it is safe to use in all electromagnetic environments. Else, otherwise, if we use copper wire system in electromagnetic environment, everywhere the environment is full of electromagnetic effect. So electromagnetic environment is there you can use safely. There is no risk related to conductivity or the safety related to the current, electrical current. So laser transmission can be set up. There is one more advantage. Suppose you know the laser diode you are using, it can be just set off within 1 to 2 microseconds. 1 to 2 microseconds. Why? To avoid somewhere some problem suddenly happens. So you can just shut it off in 1 to 2 seconds. At 1 kilowatt base power level, even a worst case fiber break releases at most a few millijoule of laser power. So that power which is required in order to handle this situation is also less with no high temperature. The temperature also doesn't go high. Whereas if this type of maintenance is required in copper wire, the timing which is required to just shut down the system will be more. The power required to do that will be more. Energy required to do that will be more. Energy loss will be more, and the temperature will also be high. So high voltage and high power lasers are potential hazards because we use high voltage and high power so that it has more capacity, more capability, because light has to travel. It is also it has its own risk. These are potential hazards to service personnel, but this can be easily mitigated, overcome in a number of cases by using safety interlocks or safety precautions and safety procedures. So that's not a big risk that it cannot be avoided. But overall, when we compare with copper wire, it is much safer to use optical cables. Higher data bandwidth. We have talked about transmission bandwidth. The transmission bandwidth, higher data bandwidth. Higher data bandwidth means more amount of data over channel. Data bandwidth means what? Over the channel or inside the channel, more amount of data is the higher data bandwidth. So multi-mode optical fiber can transmit high bandwidth data over long distance. At this point of time, we have not studied what is single mode, what is multi-mode. There are different modes in optical fiber. There are different types of optical fiber based on the number of modes, based on refractive index profile. Let us not discuss in detail, and accordingly, single mode, multi-mode, step index, graded index based on refractive index profile. In the last lecture, we have seen what is refractive index profile. When we go from cladding to core, the refractive index changes. And that change, how it is changing, based on that, there will be two types of fibers. If there is one mode traveling, single mode. If there are number of modes, more number of modes of signal. What is mode? What do we understand by mode of electromagnetic signal or mode of light? We will discuss in next lecture, subsequent lectures. But what I'm trying to make a point here, multi-mode, more number of modes will allow us to carry, to transmit more amount of data. So that's the advantage. Typical bandwidth per unit distance product for multi-mode fiber is 500 megahertz per kilometer. So every kilometer 500 megahertz. So 500 meter of the distance can transmit 1 gigahertz. And what is the meaning of 1 gigahertz? The meaning of 1 gigahertz is 1 Gbps. So you can understand that the data rate is in Gbps. That is gigabits per second. This is the actual data rate, gigabits per second, which is very, very high. If it is more than 2, it means the gigabits per second is increasing. So signal losses over 500 meter are also negligible, then the bandwidth is limited by dispersion of signal. So there are two more factors. One, as we have already studied, that the losses are not very high. We have noted that every kilometer 0.2 dB. So if you divide 1 kilometer, it becomes 500 meter. So in 500 meter, almost no loss. Losses are negligible. So therefore, the data effectively transmits, but the bandwidth is also limited by, though the degradation possibility is not there, losses are minimal, but there is another problem in optical system called as dispersion. The modes which are traveling in multi-mode fiber can disperse with each other. I mean, there may be disturbance, there may be interference between them. So there are different types of dispersion related to construction of fiber, related to number of modes, how they are interacting and traveling. There are a number of factors, and therefore there are different types of dispersions, which is one factor that limits the performance. And therefore, in this statement, you can see that the bandwidth is limited by dispersion. Durability. The next advantage is durability. What is durability? Both fiber and copper have reasonable durability. But as we have seen that the lifespan is much higher, they are durable. It doesn't mean that the lifespan is very low for copper wire. It's also a decent one. Durability is not very low. It requires replacement after so many years. But as we have noted for optical cable, that 100 years. So who checks after 100 years the optical cable, the copper wire? But the durability in general is reasonably good in both. That is optical cable as well as copper wire. The ultra pure silica glass is used in optical fiber, which has higher tensile strength than copper. Therefore, I mentioned in previous slide that even if you twist it in smaller radii, is not affected. It's not broken. Glasses are not broken. Why? Ultra pure silica glass. Normal and ordinary glasses which are used in mirrors, they are not used for construction of the core material that is inside the core material as a medium. Not at all. They are ultra highly pure, extremely pure silica glass. And that purity is ensured by a specific manufacturing environment. And this is why the tensile strength is very high. And when the tensile strength is high, as I told you, it has its advantages. The jacketing material which is also put over the cladding and core interface, that also protects the fiber. In the first slide, we have seen that there is a cable inside, there is a core, then cladding, and after cladding, there is some strength enhancement material, and after there is a shielding. So the jacketing is there. Jacketing means protecting element is there, protecting layer is there after cladding, and even after that there is one more layer to shield it, to protect it, and therefore the tensile strength is very high. Jacketing is also there. So in this manner, the strength goes high, high and very high. Unlike copper wire, where only some insulating material, that layer is there, a plastic kind of layer is there, and then inside there is wire. Sometimes we see in different wires, copper wires, the outside layer, that jacket is damaged, and somewhere we can notice that the wires, the coppers inside are visible, and that also poses risk or to the users as well as to the people who come in contact with the cable, the wires. So durability is high, safety is high, tensile strength is good. There are, as I told you, a number of advantages in optical communication system as compared to copper wire. What is next? Low power, fragility and distance. These are new points, but in other words we have already explained. But these are the new terms, you can say new headings: low power, fragility and distance. Light emitting sources, light emitting diodes are used. They are emitted to low power. They do not require much power. Though high power emitters are available to improve power supply, it would add extra cost. Suppose you want to use some high power emitters which are required in the application, we'll see. For that some power will be required, but as far as the sources, the light sources are concerned, which are light emitting diodes, that does not consume much power, and therefore the power requirement is low. Optical fiber is rather a fragile and more vulnerable to damage compared to copper wires. Repeaters are needed to boost. I have already explained. Repeaters are needed to boost the signal for long distance, though lesser number of repeaters, fewer number of repeaters required in optical communication in comparison with copper wire. Okay, so if the repeaters are used, so it will allow the signal to travel to longer distance. So longer distance is another advantage. Fragile material and poor mechanical strength. Fragile material and poor mechanical strength. Material is fragile, mechanical strength. Bending radius of optical cable cannot be too small. I mean, I've already explained you that to a very small radii you can do it, but up to certain value. I do not have the exact value here. It is 0 points some value 0.00 and then centimeter 0.01 something like that. Probably that much, even smaller. So that's small. So if you go beyond that, then you cannot do. Though it is thin, but after certain limit you cannot make it thinner. Separation and coupling are not flexible and simple. Separation, jointers, couplers, when you want to make two more connections from one single cable, and when you want to couple two connections and make it to one. So these are couplers, jointers, separators. All these are not very simple tasks in optical cable. Not at all simple. It's very difficult. It requires expertise. Without expert, if joint is made, the loss will occur. The loss signal strength, the signal loss will take place, the dispersion will take place. It requires more protection around fiber cable compared with copper wire. It requires more protection because of that material. Protection is needed, and therefore there are so many layers. There are so many layers which protect the inside glass material. So that protection is also required. So in one way, we can see that there are some points which are to some extent drawbacks to optical communication system as well. Here also, cost, attenuation, installation. These are not the advantages. This last slide is about disadvantages. Splicing fiber optic cabling is not easy. If you want to splice a cable, if you want to join two cables, it is not easy going. It's not easy task. If bent or manipulated in shape so that it cannot break, highly susceptible to being cut or damaged during installation or in construction activity. Highly susceptible that it may cut, it may get damaged, and then once the cable is damaged, that much distance is of no use. With long distance transmission, light will attenuate and disperse, because at this point of time we have not studied what the dispersion is, but dispersion is a problem. And that means in order to overcome the difficulty related to attenuation and dispersion, we have to use some more devices, and that device in case of optical communication is called as EDFA, that is erbium doped fiber amplifier. Erbium doped fiber amplifier. So in next lectures we'll discuss about this, what EDFA is. Once we cover optical transmitter and receiver, then when we go for cable and channel discussion, that time we'll discuss about this EDFA. This is used to boost what? This is used to boost the intensity of optical signals being carried through a fiber optic communication system required. So EDFAs are required. EDFA will be required to boost the signal. So that will cause extra cost. Cost to produce fiber cabling is higher. To the manufacturing cost, the installation cost is all high. So attenuation possibility is there due to dispersion. Cost is high. Installation is not simple. It's a complex process. It requires expertise. Under the expert people only the installation can be done. So that also requires extra cost. So these are the things which are considered as drawbacks or disadvantages of optical cable. So we have come to the end of this lecture comparison, and this gives one comparative analysis between optical fiber and copper wire. You can see safety. It's a green color, right mark. So safety is there. More safety is safer than copper wire. Weight, green means not more weight. In terms of weight, it is advantageous. Less size, small weight. RF effect, radio frequency and other interferences effect. No effect is there, no problem is there. Data bandwidth, green color here in the comparison means data bandwidth is very high. I have taken from a source wherever the images and pictures I have included in the lecture. I have given the source. Durability, very good, but you can see that both the columns you can find the durability is reasonably good in both. As far as cost is concerned, the cost is more in copper wire, but as I have told you, when you implement for longer distance, the effective cost, the potential cost will be not high in optical. Otherwise, when you do not do for that, smaller application, small distance you are covering, then optical fiber communication system or optical fiber cost will be much more than the copper wire. So this is how in this lecture what we have discussed is we focused on advantages and disadvantages. We began with the introduction of optical communication system, that what are the components, how optical communication works, and after that we discussed a number of advantages. If you just want to summarize what are the major advantages, the major advantage is a large bandwidth, therefore more amount of data rate, speed is good one, no interference, less degradation, and therefore it reaches to long distance. And there are many more. And as far as the disadvantages are concerned, it has issues related to cost, installation, and attenuation due to dispersion. So that's all for today.